Hey there everybody, how's it going? It's me, your boy Waddles. Welcome back to the Minecraft Guide, episode 3. So, in between episodes, I did a little bit of work, I did some renovations in here. What do you think? Now, where we left off last episode, the ceiling inside of here wasn't really finished, so I put a bunch of staircases on there upside down, and then some beams and fences, and I don't know, personally, I think that looks a little bit better, but we still definitely need some wool in there. Now, before we get into today's topic, I'd like to remind you guys that I will be streaming tomorrow, Thursday, December 19th, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on my Twitch, link in the description. Definitely pop over and ask some questions, talk to me, that kind of cool stuff. It'll be really fun. I am thinking that we're probably going to make a big wheat field, or at least start it, because food is definitely still a thing. It's still a struggle early on, so that's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe like over there, but I don't know for sure yet. I'm not 100% decided. Now, today, we are going to talk about caving, actually, which will be really fun, because we haven't gone caving at all quite yet. But first, we have a visitor. So this guy, this is known as the Wandering Trader. He spawns in your world every once in a while, and will overcharge you for items. So, this is what I recommend doing. You find the Wandering Trader, and you move him off of your land, or you just remove him forcibly from your land, and then you get 2 leads. But the llamas, they're going to be angry at me too now, so we're just going to have to go, and hopefully they forget about everything that they just saw. Now, caving. Okay, hold on. Oh, didn't want to have to do it like this. I'm sorry, llamas. I really usually love the llamas, but okay. Alright, let's try that again. Caving is a really big part of Minecraft. You need to go caving to really be able to do anything. In fact, this wasn't today's original episode plan. I was going to do something else, but then I realized I still don't have iron. So the goal for us is to come out of the caves with a decent amount of iron today. Now, if you've been playing Minecraft for a while, you know how important caving is. If you're new, well, it's really important. Before you go caving, you definitely need to collect up some supplies. The first time you're going caving, your supplies are going to be a little bit different because you don't really have anything. In my inventory right now is everything that I recommend taking with you into the cave system. We'll list this stuff off really quick. I definitely recommend taking your basic tools, so a sword, a pickaxe, maybe a tree axe, and then a shovel. You definitely want some food as well, because if you start taking damage, you're gonna need to eat to refill your health, then your hunger. I definitely recommend taking as much food as possible. This is all of our food still, so not the best, but it should do for now. Definitely take some torches with you into the cave so you can light them up and actually see things. Then you'll want to take some extra building blocks, those could be anything, and I always recommend taking about a half stack of logs into the caves with you as well. If you have to pause and make a chest, well, the logs let you actually make that happen. If you have to maybe, I don't know, make a crafting table, well, you have logs, so you can actually do that. Now, after grabbing all of your supplies, you need to take note of where your house is if you built one, because if you don't, you're going to lose it. So write down the coordinates, take a screenshot, something. Mark your base in some kind of way, because after this, we need to leave this area and actually find a cave system. Now, I have a really good lead on a cave system. I remember seeing some caves over this way in the forest that we actually spawned in, so I think that's where we're going to start. But one more thing before we go into the caves that I need to do. So I want to make animal farms soon, and that means there's these guys standing around. We need to trap these, because eventually, eventually these guys will despawn on their own because they're left out in the open. So okay. I'm gonna trap this cow. Oh, okay, sorry, buddy. And that cow right there. You're moving a lot less. We're gonna get you. Okay, that took a lot longer than I'd like to share. So, yeah, 2 cows are trapped now. Now we're actually ready to go. So, the cave system, I think it starts right there. Yeah, maybe we're right? No, we're not right. This is just a cut through, but I'll take the coal. Oh, okay. I'll take 1 coal. It's better than none. Alright, so I think this is the start of the cave. Now, the first time you go caving, it's going to be really dangerous. You probably don't have very many tools. You might not even have any armor like me. You definitely need to be careful. Now, it would be a good idea to write down the coordinates of the entrance to your cave so you can find your way back out. Caves can get really disorienting, so if you write down the entrance coordinates, that might help you find your way out. Now, after that, you want to start heading down into your cave system. Use torches to light up the caves and look for iron early on. Iron, that's our main goal today. We need iron really, really badly. Now, is this an actual cave? Yes it is. Now, the first big tip that I have for you guys is to light up your caves before you do anything. Now, that doesn't mean like the whole cave system. I mean just the part that you're like currently in. So I walked down this hall and lit it up, went a little past where I'm at right now, made sure it was safe, and then I go back and mine things. If you mine things along the way and you don't light things up ahead of time, well, then you might be mining blocks, and then all of a sudden you hear the creeper noise, and then bad things happen, and you get really sad, and then you end up quitting, and it's bad. So definitely just light your caves up first. Now, there are two big options when it comes to lighting your caves up, or more so, how you want to place your torches. You can either place your torches right down the middle of a cave system for optimal lighting, because your torches are on the ground lighting everything up, or you can place your torches on one wall of a cave and not on the ground, and that way you can find your way out easier. So let's say I placed all of my torches on this side of the cave system. Once I'm done, all I need to do is turn around and pretty much follow the line of torches. If you place them on the floor, things can get a little bit confusing. Now, I like to place my torches on the ground to block spawns. Hostile mobs will spawn at a light level of 7 or less in Minecraft, and placing torches on the wall, that's just not very efficient, so I like to do them on the ground, and I kind of place them like a lot. I actually place them so much that I end up getting roasted like constantly from you guys, and it's cool, it's fun, but guess what's not happening to me? I'm not finding creepers, so it's working, and I'm just gonna keep doing it that way. Now, early on in a world when you're caving, you definitely want to take everything that you can find. So that means all of the coal, even though it can be kind of annoying to dig out, and all of the iron. Just take everything. Don't pass up a single thing, because you need this stuff. And oh, hey, another entrance, cool. But yeah, don't skip anything right now. Just put the extra time in, take all of the coal, take all of the iron, all of that stuff. Now, Minecraft has a pickaxe tier system. Certain pickaxes can mine certain ores. So what that means is if you find a really good ore like diamonds and you still have a stone pickaxe, you won't be able to mine the diamonds. You'll need to make a better pickaxe to get those things. Otherwise, you're going to break the block and you're not going to get anything, and that'll be really, really bad. The pickaxe tier system with ores is the following. Wooden pickaxes can only mine coal. After that, you'll need to upgrade your pickaxe to a stone pickaxe. Stone pickaxes can mine coal, iron, and lapis. Then, it's time to upgrade your pickaxe one more time to an iron pickaxe. Hey, we're gonna wait a second. Iron pickaxes can mine coal, iron, lapis, redstone, gold, and diamonds. Now, a diamond pickaxe is the best pickaxe in the game, and you make that out of diamonds, it can mine everything. So, now in the cave system, you're gonna find hostile mobs in the darkness. They're bad, they're mean, and hey, that's the first mob we killed. Nice. Now, creeper, you can go away. Thank you very much. Alright, this cave is starting to get interesting. This looks... oh, a ravine. Oh, boy. Oh, lapis, redstone, iron, and falling creepers. Nice. Yeah, so this is a ravine. Ravines are really dangerous, and ravine... hey, there's gold down there, too. Do we see diamonds? I don't see any from here. Wow. Yeah, ravines are really dangerous, though. Maybe that's not a day one thing, but we'll see. We'll see, because there's like a lot of good stuff down there, so maybe we'll have to just brave it and go down there. Now, the iron that we have is going really, really well right now. We have 27. Now, in total, to make a full set of iron armor, we only need 24. So, we could stop right now, make a furnace, and get a whole set of armor, but I don't think that's the plan quite yet. If we're going to go into the ravine, maybe, but I don't know at the same time. I probably should. Honestly, you shouldn't really be doing too much in a cave system without any armor, so maybe. I'll think about it. Now, unfortunately, we are going to be heavily limited as to what we can do today. Our food situation, it's not good. We only have 17 bread left, and then after that, we'd have to stop and go harvest the wheat farm, and I don't think I'll get 17 bread outputted from that thing, so... yeah, we won't be able to do everything today, but we can start. We'll definitely have at least enough iron for the projects that I want to take on next, which is really good. Originally, I wanted to do something that would have needed shears and buckets, but yeah, that wasn't the plan. I guess it kind of makes sense to go into the caves, though. Now, gravel, that's this stuff right here. I just did the torch trick. The torch trick is really, really good. Gravel is affected by gravity. If you're standing on this stuff, when it falls on you, you could potentially commit a respawn, so that would be really bad. Now, usually you'd break gravel with a shovel, but breaking it with a torch is much, much easier. If you let gravel fall onto a torch, it will drop. It'll just break, and it'll drop, and that's really nice. Now, the same goes for sand and any other falling blocks. It's a really, really nice trick, and it can actually keep you safe, too, if you're mining through a lot of gravel like I am over here. I'll usually start by breaking some of the lower blocks, and then just placing torches down, and then going back to breaking all of the other blocks, because the torches will catch anything that could be bad. You can also just prevent getting suffocated by gravel by not being a fool and standing under it. Yeah, that would probably work really well too, so yeah, I guess you got a couple of options. In all honesty, gravel is actually pretty useful. You use the stuff to craft coarse dirt and concrete, and oh boy, I love concrete. Concrete looks really, really good on a lot of the build styles that I like to use. So the water is going to keep us safe. We'll go ahead and mine more of this stuff, but I'm starting to hear like a lot of mobs. I don't know if we found a spawner or if it's just getting a lot more difficult under here. Probably the latter, but I guess we'll see. If we're really lucky, we have a spawner, and that'll be crazy. The iron amount, seriously, in this cave though, this is really good. This is crazy. Now, when it comes to water in a cave system, it's kind of your call. Water can be really useful because it can keep mobs away from you, but it can also be annoying because it flows everywhere, and then it's kind of hard to move through. Unless you have an enchanted pair of boots, then it's not really a big deal. And so, with this, that is my last torch. Now, I brought a lot of wood so I can easily make more, but if you didn't bring wood for some reason, here's a little life hack for you. It's kind of cheaty, but you can go into your options, and then you go to your video settings, and raise your brightness all the way up. It makes caves way, way, way more easy to navigate because they're not very dark at all. As you've noticed through the whole video, the cave systems that I'm in, they're not very dark. In your game, they might be like pitch black, and that's definitely due to your brightness level. I kind of need to leave my brightness on max brightness so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, so that's why mine's there, but usually I like to play at 50% brightness. I just haven't touched it anymore, and it's always at 100%. But keep in mind, if you just raise your brightness and decide to not place any torches, mobs will spawn everywhere, so could be really dangerous. Maybe not a good idea. So the stone pickaxe, our good friend, is on its way out, and I think that means it's definitely time for an iron pickaxe. So upgrade time. We'll place a furnace down. Let's only smelt 8 iron for now. I don't want to smelt it all. I'd rather not carry a bunch of ingots, so we'll do that, and while that's going, I guess I'll just mine the coal and gravel. Okay, yeah, I should have thought about that. We're gonna have to clear that out a little bit. Alright, 3 iron, a bunch of advancements, and a lot of recipes too, but most importantly, iron pickaxe. Now, each time you upgrade your pickaxe, it's going to get a little bit better. The pickaxe will last a little bit longer, and it will mine things a little bit faster, which is really, really nice. Now, there is one type of pickaxe that I didn't mention earlier, and that would be the gold pickaxe. Gold tools and things in Minecraft, they're pretty much useless right now. It looks like they'll have more of a use in the Nether update, but this is the B update, not the Nether update, so yeah, they're kind of useless right now. You can pretty much just skip them for now. We'll talk about them more in the series, but yeah, don't worry about using gold tools. It's just not really worth your time, unfortunately. Huge disappointment, but yeah, it definitely would be nice if they were actually more useful. But with all that being said, gold tools do mine things really, really quickly. They just don't last very long. Alright, so I think we finished this whole part of the cave, so now let's go back, and I guess let's go. Oh wait, I gotta get that iron, definitely, but yeah, let's plan on going this way. This way looks really cool. Now, when caving, it is really important to stay organized. I definitely recommend trying to keep your hotbar organized. It would be really bad if you were caving and then like a creeper appeared and your sword was somewhere random in your inventory for some reason. I also like to keep the inside of my inventory as organized as possible as well. Usually I put things that I'm bringing into the cave system with me on this side of the inventory. Then I let things start to fill up in here, and then from time to time I'll come in and reorganize things and drop useless things. Now, it's early on, so I'm kind of going to be a hoarder, and I'll keep like almost everything, even the rotten flesh, but later on I will usually end up just dropping a lot of stuff in the cave systems because I don't really usually need it, if I'm being honest. Like, late game, you can make a farm to get almost all of the mob drops really easily and efficiently, so the ones that you find in a cave system, they kind of become useless. But what do we have? So we have lava water things there. Cool, nice. Lots more gravel, which, you know what? We're actually gonna take all of this stuff. I might need this for like a path or a road, so okay, that's a skeleton. Skeletons are the most dangerous thing in the cave systems, in my opinion. They are deadly, their AI is crazy, so if you see one, either hide or prioritize it. Go get rid of the thing because, yeah, they're ranged and they move like crazy and not good. But the gravel, so I want all of this stuff. We're gonna be really greedy right now. Just put a bunch of torches down, and then to trigger it all, we need to go back up here to safety and just break a block near it. It'll all fall in. All of these torches will break, almost all of it. I guess I missed a few, and then we're really happy because this is a lot of gravel. Wow, yeah, that's pretty good. And these torches definitely don't need to stay here. We're gonna bring all of these. That's a lot of torches, which is really expensive early on. Now, what do we have this way? A fall through, okay. And a dead end. Nice. Now, honestly, sometimes in cave systems they get really windy, like this one. I kind of like finding dead ends because then I'm done with a hallway and I can go back to a different one. I know, kind of lazy, but it's true. Sometimes caving kind of gets boring. In my opinion, caving is one of the least interesting parts of Minecraft because, yeah, after this episode, we don't really have to talk about it ever again. It's literally the same thing over and over and over again. I'll probably end up doing a lot of the caving in this series off camera or maybe on streams. I'm thinking that in this series, doing things like caving on a stream, that would be a really good idea, and then kind of doing like a recap in the beginning of an episode to just basically show what I got. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm thinking about doing things. Another skeleton. Oh boy, we gotta refill that health a little bit. Where did you come from, buddy? I thought I lit this whole cave or hallway up really well. Oh, I guess not. And lava dripping. If you see this, don't break the block above you. Oh, blocks. There's lots of lava there. Okay. Okay. More skeletons. Yeah, okay. So, when your health gets low, you could potentially, die, which is really bad. It's a good idea to take a break every once in a while and basically, like, make a chest to put your items in that you found, or, just go back to your base and drop everything off. Now, I'm gonna maybe make a big mistake by not doing that and just kind of charging around. We might want to leave the cave system soon, but yeah, I am not really feeling that whole take a break thing, but definitely a good idea and something that you should consider doing once in a while. Alright, zombie. You don't scare me as much as the skeleton. You can go away, buddy. Thank you very much. And I'm hearing more zombies. Zombies are really, in my opinion, only dangerous in numbers because then you kind of get swarmed by the guys, and that's where things can get bad. But a lone zombie, I guess unless it's a baby, not a... Okay, zombie swarm. This is what I'm talking about. This is where things can kind of get bad. Hey, we're backed into a corner, but you're not good enough, zombies. You're not good enough. Not for me. Maybe that's a sign. That could be a sign. I hear more zombies too. Zombies have this crazy mechanic where basically their AI and pathfinding is really good, and they can lock onto you from a long ways away. So you do have to be careful about that. But I think what we're going to do is probably grab a little bit of the ores from this part of the cave and then honestly head out. I don't think I want to be down here too much longer. Things are starting to get crazy, and this would just probably be a good stopping point. If you are ever in a cave system and think you're about to die, hit F3 if you're on Java Edition and show your coordinates. If you're on Bedrock, turn the coordinates on, because that way, if you end up getting killed by something, then you can see your coordinates on the screen. The death message won't block that part of your screen, and you'll be able to write those things down and then run right back to that spot. If you do end up dying, all of your items will fall on the ground unless you're by lava. If you're by lava, all of those things are going to go away, unfortunately, so no way of getting those back. But if they didn't burn up, they'll be on the ground, and they'll be there for 5 minutes, so you need to get back quickly. Now, the 5-minute counter only starts once the items are actually loaded, so let's say we're in a cave system really far from our house, and we end up getting killed by like a skeleton, and then we respawn back at our house. That 5-minute timer does not start right away. That timer will only begin once the items are loaded in, so once you actually get closer to the items. Not when you can see them. You could be on the surface above your cave system and not be able to see your items, but they would be loaded in. But basically, once you get near your items, they'll be loaded in, and then you need to hurry. So just try not to die. Try really hard not to die, especially when you have a lot of items. Like, this would be bad to lose all of this stuff right now, and that's exactly why I'm thinking about leaving. But first, of course, I need to make a good point of getting gravel in this series. Last time, it was bad. I ran out of this stuff constantly, so it is indeed gravel. Okay, it is gravel time. I thought more would fall. It's gravel time. And you too. Now, once you've decided you're done mining, you have a few options. You could either A, find the entrance of your cave and go out that way, or B, you could make a staircase upwards, and that's what I think I'm going to do because we have a lot more cave to explore. This area over here seems to start winding. Okay, yep, okay, yeah, you get the point. It's really dark over there, and I think there's more to see. So we're going to staircase up like here-ish, maybe, after I get this coal. Oh, right, so coal, good. Now, cave systems can go pretty much all the way to the bottom of your world. You can check where you're at by hitting F3, checking your Y coordinate. We're at Y32. That means the staircase that I dig, it's gonna have to go probably a long ways. The surface usually starts around Y64. That can, of course, vary depending on what biome you're in, though. If you're in the mountain biome, you could end up having to dig all the way up to, like, Y90 something, and that would be kind of crazy. It'll take a long time, but it could happen. So, yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. But usually the surface is around Y64 to Y70. And I think that's what'll be the case for us because the biomes that we're near, plains, desert, I guess there's a savanna hill, which could be crazy. But for the most part, the biomes that we're near are pretty low-lying biomes. The only thing that I'm worried about is coming up on the surface near the outpost. If that happens, that'll be a little crazy, and we'll definitely have to go somewhere else. We'll have to go back under the ground and probably make a tunnel to get away from the outpost. Because, I mean, the pillagers aren't very smart, but I don't need to lure a bunch over near my house. Alright, moment of truth. Here's the dirt. I don't hear any pillagers. We should be good. Where are we? Oh my gosh, we're crazy close to the house. That's really, really convenient. So cow 1 over there, cow 2 there, and the house right over there. That worked out beautifully. So now we need to get organized. And now in between episodes, I did move all of our stuff over here, other than the farming stuff. That stuff is still over there in that original chest that we made. And the food, ooh, I like the sight of that. But organization. So I think what we'll do is we'll put a lot of our random blocks like gravel and cobblestone and stuff in here with the dirt, and then we'll actually make another new chest for like the ores and the good stuff. Now I guess for now we'll just put it next to it and start making like I guess a line of chests, but this is good stuff. We got in total a stack and almost a half of iron ore. That's pretty good for our first mining trip. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything better than iron, but that's okay. Iron is really useful, and that's the stuff that I really needed right now. Mob drops, they're going to go in here. I have a crazy amount of ink sacs, by the way. The beaches are basically squid farms. The squid, Yeah, they're not very smart, and they land on the beach constantly and hurt themselves, so that kind of works out. At least for me. Hey, you're not for the squid, to be clear. But that is pretty much everything that you need to know about caving for the first time. Now, like I mentioned earlier, when you go caving, once you actually have things, you'll want to take different kinds of supplies into their cave with you, but for a first time, that should pretty much sum everything up. Now, like I said earlier, I don't think I'll do a bunch of caving episodes. In my opinion, caving episodes are really boring. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Definitely let me know, but I don't know. I feel like it's so boring, and I don't know. But I'll definitely do more caving episodes if you guys want. I know there'll be at least, like, 2 more caving episodes somewhere in here, because there are some things that we definitely need to talk about, but for now, I think that'll be good on the caving part. I'm breaking the wrong type of wheat. It's kind of hard to commentate and play. You'd be surprised. I still struggle. And with that, it's time for me to make a bunch of food out of this wheat and get ready for tomorrow's stream. Remember, the stream tomorrow, Thursday, December 19th, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm thinking that each and every week there'll be a stream at that time. If you happen to miss the thing, Twitch will have the VOD on my Twitch for 2 weeks after the stream. You see, what did I say? It's a squid farm. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of the Minecraft Guide. If you haven't dropped a like yet, you should definitely do that now. I'd appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't done that either yet. Patrons get these episodes early and ad-free. There's a link to my Patreon down below, and there's a link to everything else of mine in the description as well. There's merch on the merch bench down there too. Today, I'd like to send a big thank you to my patron, Ground Crazy May. Thank you for the support, and goodbye, everyone. Happy holidays.